This video is an overview and supplement of Chapter 2 of David Morrow's book, Giving Reasons. Previously, we had covered that knowledge is justified true belief. And in this chapter, Morrow talks about how we justify our beliefs. And he goes through 5 different methods that we use, 5 different types of justification that we can offer for beliefs that we hold. The first is justification by definition. This is where we justify a belief by appealing to the meaning of the words involved. And as Morrow notes, this is useful in mathematics and in some other abstract sciences. It's not terribly useful for establishing some really important claims in other more practical fields. The second way is justification by perception. This amounts to appealing to the evidence of my senses. I can see or feel or hear something for myself, or I can remember seeing or hearing or feeling it for myself. So, if I believe that it's raining, I could say my justification for that is that I can see and feel the rain right now, or that I can remember seeing and feeling the rain a short time ago when I was last outside. The third type of justification is justification by testimony. This amounts to trusting someone else's report of what she saw or felt or heard. So, if I believe that it's raining because my sister came in from outside and told me that she had seen and felt the rain, or that she remembers seeing and feeling it some time ago, that would provide a justification by testimony for my belief that it is raining, even though I don't perceive the rain myself. This does have the additional requirement of evaluating the truth or the honesty of the person whose testimony we're choosing to trust. The fourth type of justification is justification by authority, and this amounts to appealing to experts. Now, there is no one-size-fits-all expert who's expert about everything, so we can't just go to one wise man and say, we'll take his word for everything on every subject. Instead, we have to decide who is going to be acceptable as an expert for a particular claim or a particular field. And Morrow points out correctly that there are really 2 tests that we need to apply before we rely upon justification by authority. First, we need to satisfy ourselves that the expert involved is well informed, that he is knowledgeable, that he knows the truth about the subject that we are accepting his word for. We might do this by looking at someone's credentials or by the way in which other people have trusted them. If a certain expert has given congressional testimony or who has been trusted by multiple diverse news outlets on a particular topic, this would stand in favor of accepting them as an expert in this area as someone who is knowledgeable. The expert must also be impartial or unbiased. That is, he must have a motivation to tell the truth to us about this topic at this particular place and time. At the very least, he must not have any obvious motive to conceal the truth or to mislead us. So, I would want to evaluate my expert to make sure he's not being paid by somebody to mislead me, that he's not being blackmailed, that he's not in the grip of some ideological mania or motivated by personal animus to mislead me in particular about the subject that I'm trusting him on. If I do have an expert who is knowledgeable and impartial, then I can use his testimony to establish the justification for a belief on the basis of his authority. The fifth type of justification is justification by reasoning. This means giving an argument or a series of arguments to back up the belief or the claim that I'm evaluating. It means giving reasons and showing that those reasons are good reasons for believing the claim in question. This will often be a multi-step process. It will not be as simple as simply pointing to an expert, establishing the expert's reliability and expertise, and trusting him. It's going to mean getting down into the details of the particular claims that I'm making and that I'm evaluating. This is, however, the most important type of justification for philosophy and for this course, and we're going to be looking at arguments that philosophers have given on a number of topics going forward. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.